Hello everyone, it's Jake Gamera here, and welcome to the 1-year anniversary of Jurassic Park Island of No Return fan film. And I'm very excited to do this commentary because I've been meaning to do it for quite a while. And off the bat, this video was made purely for entertainment, nothing else, just a kid reliving his dream of playing with dinosaurs. Most of these dinosaurs are from the Imaginext toy line. If you don't know what that is, look it up because it's hard to explain. And some of them are just dinosaur toys I've had since I was a kid. And this was a recurring tradition of mine. Ever since I was 7, I would always play with my dinosaur toys outside, have stories where they would go through the grass and stuff. I took a lot of inspiration from other dinosaur videos like T-Rex Life and stuff like that. While the roars are stock sounds, this is why I've actually always done a lot of resound videos, so I can experiment with sound effects. So right off the bat, we have, this opening scene is honestly a reference to Fantasia, with the dinosaurs, they're all just chilling, but then they hear the humans in the background and they're all looking up. You can just hear the Fantasia music going, da-dun, 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 all that. And yes, you can see my hand. The reason I showed my hand was I didn't really care. I didn't care if people saw my hand. It was basically me saying, I don't care if you see my hand. I'm having fun. This is me just having fun. And I honestly did not expect this video to become super popular, because I was legit surprised of how many views it got. It's even been featured on a few dinosaur playlists, which I am very honored by. And here we have the mercenaries and the hunters, who are all voiced by yours truly. And the thing with them is that they're basically trying to sell dinosaurs on the black market. I know it's cheesy, but yeah. Oh, by the way, happy 4th of July, everybody. Because I think this video was at least published on the 4th of July. But yeah. Yeah, so you just got the hunters right here. I do have a habit of, this whole movie was unscripted. I mean, I planned what they would say, but it was completely unscripted. That's why it's very stuttery. I usually only make a script if it's a big film. That's why most of the time it's just I make the dialogue up as I go. That's why it comes out as weird. For instance, this commentary is completely unscripted, because I kind of just think to myself, well, you get the point. Yeah, that's me making the sound effects. And the idea was that he's firing a whole bunch of tranquilizers at that Triceratops, and they're putting it down. And you see the baby running away, and the dinosaurs are running away. They're used to the human activity. This takes place on Isla Sorna, and if someone asks me where does this take place in the timeline, well, I don't want to give too much continuity. It was just made for fun. But if I had to guess, I'd say this is probably maybe a year after Jurassic World. And yeah, looking back, I see how those vehicles are just ginormous. That vehicle easily just knocked down a Stegosaurus. This was all filmed on my GoPro as well as my phone. You see, my phone is right there. You can see it. The way it worked is I would have the phone and the GoPro connected, and it's kind of difficult to film with a GoPro because I'm trying to figure out how I can see the camera, because the GoPro goes dark after a while. It's still recording, but yeah. And the thing about the GoPro is, it's unlike a phone. Once you cut, it's basically, you've already made the video. A lot of these sound effects, again, are just from sound effects, classic or free dinosaur roars. Most of them are for like Universal Studios or like that Carnotaurus's roar. That was Baloo the bear from Jungle Book 2. A various amount of them are like just your average sound effects. That truck is actually remote controlled. I think I still have that. Most of these hunting minifigures I got for for one of my birthdays, because I watch this channel Kaiju0621. Go check him out. And he would just make these videos with Godzilla figures and army guys. Oh, and that right there is, and these two T-Rexes are my two favorite T-Rexes in my house. The black and red, well, they're both black and red, but that one that's walking off, that one is one I got for Christmas, and that one I've had since I was a baby. Like I got the big red one from the zoo, like Milwaukee Zoo, and I've played with that thing for so long. And it's nice and rubbery, so it's not all hard, it's rubbery. And I love that thing. Oh, and the scene coming up is like, this hunter guy, the deal he's made with with the weed hunter, is that he gets to kill one T-Rex for the expedition. Kind of like Rowan Timbo in The Lost World. Only he's there. The thing that I made about this movie is that there's no hero. All the humans are the bad guy. I've always liked those. I don't like bad endings where all the main characters die, but I also like it when a whole bunch of bad characters die. And since this is a dinosaur movie, people are going to get eaten. So I figured, hey, why not have no main character and just have a whole bunch of jerks who get eaten by dinosaurs? Kind of horror movie-ish, like where you're kind of rooting for the monster. And yes, here's how I made this whole movie. I filmed it on my phone in GoPro, then I transferred all the videos to my iPad, and I used iMovie. That's how I made this whole thing. That's how I make a lot of my videos, because my iPad has the better editing software, and I go a lot of places, so that's why I bring my iPad. So in case you ever wondered how I made my videos, yeah, here's how. And that is one of my favorite T-Rexes. It's a Jurassic Park 3 T-Rex with that big bloody gash. Apologize if I'm talking pretty fast.
Sure, that seems only a juvenile. Doesn't matter, it's a Rex. And it's about to be a dead Rex. As you wish.
The T-Rexes in this movie, they are siblings, not a mother and daughter. They're siblings. That one is the little sibling, and the bigger one is the big sibling. Looking back, I've just realized how weird this is. That's a rocket launcher, and yet all it did was blow a big hole in the dinosaur and not just blow him to smithereens.
Yes.
But then again, but who cares about that stuff? Nowadays, I always feel like people go way overboard with continuity and stuff like that. This whole movie was just made for fun. And if you hear any background noise, that's just my dog.
You think that's another predator? No.
And I was very afraid that I was going to get copyrighted for all the music used in this movie. But thankfully, YouTube was nice to me. But again, I don't own anything. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. And now you see the big sibling is... That T-Rex's roar is made of both T-Rex sounds from Jurassic Park and your classic Universal roar. Like the roar that's used for King Kong and stuff like that. I mixed them both together.
Let's get out of here.
Seeing the hands makes me both feel like it's funny, and yet I'm a little embarrassed that I resorted to showing my hands so much, but I was like, your movie can't, there's no such thing as perfection. And here's where all heck breaks loose. Like the carnivores are just going everywhere. Originally, there was a scene where the T-Rex fought a Stegosaurus, but I cut that out because I don't know. If you've seen my videos showing the deleted scenes, for this movie, you go watch those. I love that little sneak the contours did. Oh, and here's the fight. So I instead of a T-Rex, I replaced the T-Rex with an Allosaurus to fight the Stegosaurus, and it was very short. They kind of keep the movie going. Yeah, it was hard to get the guy in there, so I had to cut and put him back in. Oh, yeah. Ruthless. Very ruthless. This was all filmed in my backyard and front yard because I have a huge woods in my backyard. So yeah, this helped me get all this good footage. And yeah, the car isn't moving. The T-Rex is just in one spot, moving up and down. Now that I think about it, this T-Rex is very similar to the Jurassic Park novel T-Rex, which was big and red with black spots. I just realized that. It's pretty cool. And there's my dad's boat. Oh, and here's the dinosaur fight. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really know what this dinosaur was supposed to be. I've had him for a long time too. He had originally had a controller that could make him roar and his eyes would glow red and he would walk. But I think the batteries died and I couldn't fix it. I don't know what he's supposed to be. I always assumed he was like a spiky T-Rex or like a Tarbosaurus. So I used Tarbosaurus roars and other stuff like that. So I think he's supposed to be a Tarbosaurus. Yep, and here you got the classic fight. Body kick. Just jumps right on him and just starts ripping into him. And here coming up, the T-Rex bites his neck again just to kind of, I did that kind of like, it's like King Kong making sure the dinosaur is dead before giving a victory roar. I thought it came out pretty cool, very animalistic. Oh, and here comes the part. The car doesn't. That was not intentional. That was not intentional. And I was like, oh, that's gonna look silly, but nope. It looks hilarious. It's hilarious how the car just like flips right up and doesn't fall back down. Unintentionally funny moment.
Make it quick.
And this scene is like where the guy's like, I give up, you win. And now the T-Rex is going to take him to her nest. When someone asks you how to make a Jurassic Park dinosaur movie, just get some dinosaur toys, find some grass, and a camera. It's cool to it's just this is what I love about this film was so fun to me because it made me feel like a little kid again. Like a little kid who's just playing with his dinosaur toys, recreating scenes from a movie. This is why I love this is just why it was so fun. And this scene is like, all the dinosaurs are happy reunited with everyone. And coming up is the raptor scene, which again, if you've seen my deleted scenes, you know that there was originally going to be a raptor scene. But during the T-Rex rampage, I accidentally killed all the characters that were supposed to be eaten by the raptors. And this scene right here is like the Allosaurus is like, do I want to eat that Apatosaurus? But then he's like, nah, not worth it. And yep, here are the raptors. Yeah, so again, if you've seen the deleted scene, you know that the raptors were supposed to have a scene, but since I killed all the characters, I just thought I'd add them in at the last, in the background. Another Imaginext dinosaur. And here comes the pterodon, who, in the deleted scene with the raptors, there's a dead pterodon, and this pterodon is supposed to be that pterodon's mate, so it's stealing one of the bodies to get revenge on the raptors. I always found it difficult to believe that raptors were carnivores, because I always thought they were like fish eaters, which I guess would make them carnivores, but yeah. Yep, and here we got the T-Rex family. One of the baby T-Rex's roars is his roars are little Godzilla's roars from the Godzilla franchise. A baby Godzilla. I was looking for like cute dinosaur sounds and that roar popped up. And now the baby's just gobbling up. Well, guys, that was about it. It's nice. It was fun for me to go back down this little memory lane and look at this video. And to let you guys know, I have a bit of an announcement to make. I'm going to take a bit of a break from resound videos, and when the weather is nice, I'm going to start doing some Godzilla action figure fights. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Seriously, I wanted to say real quick, thank you for everyone. I did not expect this video to become so popular, but it did, and I thank you all so much. Thank you for always having my back after all this time. I make sure to subscribe. I really appreciate it, and if you don't like the channel, you can feel free to unsubscribe. With that being said, have a great 4th of July, guys, and I'll see you next time.